Hello, business owners and startup entrepreneurs and scale up business guys. So I want you to watch this video. Really want to talk about business plan, business proposal, and Pitchdeck. Now I'm holding a class on how to write business plan, how to like the step by step processes that you need to follow to write your business plan, step by step processes that you need to follow to draft your business proposal. And if you're a startup guy, write the step by step guys that you need to work on your pitch deck. Like if you are trying to get funding, probably from a friend, a family, an investor, an angel investor, from a venture firm, that are the step-by-step processes that you need to get funding, right? Okay. Before then, there are different questions is people raise like, I don't have a laptop. Sincerely, in this 21st century, there are a lot of things you can do with your phone even if you don't have a laptop. And one of the things you can do with your phone even if you do not have a laptop is drafting a business plan, business proposal, and even a pitch deck. There are apps, there are notepads, there are softwares, apps that you can use on your phone. Yeah, so you basically do not need a laptop. So if you are saying now the reason why I haven't learned how to draft a business plan, the reason why I haven't learned how to draft a business proposal, the reason why I haven't learned how to draft a pitch deck is because I do not have a laptop. I think that's just an excuse not to do something. I would just say it is an excuse not to do something. So I have to leave that side. There's noise. So there are different tools that you can use basically on your Android, on your smartphone, to draft business plan, proposals, and pitch deck. Now, some people say, I'm not a startup guy. I'm not building anything like an IT stuff, something like an IT stuff. I'm not building a tech startup. I'm not doing anything that is related to the internet kind of stuff. So why should I get a business plan? Now, listen, what's it called? It's called a business plan, not a startup plan. Yeah, basically, it's called a business plan and not a startup plan. It's called a business proposal and not a startup proposal. So as long as you are doing business, either it is handcraft kind of business, like you are a tailor, fashion designer, as some people say, or you make shoes, you make footwear rather. You make footwear is whatever you do. Even if you are trying to open a restaurant or you have a roadside restaurant, yeah. Because my audience generally are African, so let me use the African balance. Let's assume that you have a roadside restaurant now. You still need a business plan. And let me put it this way: what are the importance of a business plan, and why do you really need a business plan? Like, I have money with me, and I can just go to the market, buy what I need, and I start my business right away. Yeah, that is basically how majority of we Africans, even people generally all over the world, do their business. They have a little funding and they feel like, okay, let me start with the little that I have with me. Fine, there is nothing bad with that. But when you have a business plan, it opens you wider to a lot of more circumstances, more faults, more weaknesses that you are not seeing, more things about your competitors, more things about the market, more things about the industry that you are not seeing. Take for instance, it is generally believed, and I will not just say it's generally believed, because there are statistics to back it up, that 90% of small businesses fail in their first 3 years, and the remaining 60% out of others fail in their next 5 years, and in the next 5 to 7 years, others also fall out. Basically, any business that will be called successful has to have been like a business that lasts for 10 years, right? So when we look at this stuff, they'll tell you that 65%, 64% is based on marketing problem. They'll tell you sales and marketing, rather, and we can generally say sales is under marketing, right? So 64% is based on marketing. They'll tell you 13% is based on legal issues. They'll tell you the other ones are like having the right partner kind of stuff. Now, when you really draft a business plan, it will have prevent some of these things. It will have saved you some of this stress and some of these headaches that you will experience. Take for instance, when you are drafting a business plan, some of the things we work on is the problem. I've drafted business plan for some business owners, startup guys, and doing our strategy session, I get to discover that most of these people do not really understand the problem that they are solving in the market. Like, they know that this is what they want to solve, but they don't know. They don't really have the full concept. Some of them just feel like, this guy is doing it, he's making money from it, so I too can do it. So they are more like, I'm copying this guy because this thing he's doing is making him money. So if he can do it, I can also do it. I have money, let me just go and try it. At the end of the day, they fail. So majority of people who run business do not really know that this is the problem I'm targeting and this is the solution I'm providing. So first, you need to have a defined goal, a defined problem, a specific problem that you want to start. There are a lot of problems in this world. A lot of problems in business space in this world. A lot of services you can render. So you have to look specifically into this is where I know that I can play. This is the field where I know I can play very well. This is the field where I know that I can come up with a reasonable solution, and I know that I can passionately market it. See, you can have a problem. There can be a problem that you feel like you want to solve, but at times you might lack the passion to. Let's continue. I had memory and space issue. So about the problem, and I look at some of their problems that they say they want to solve. Even some of them, you just ask them like, "Which problem you want to solve?" And at the whole end of everything, you just discover that this person does not really know the problem they want to solve. They just know that someone is doing it, making money from it, and he or she as well wants to try it out because they feel like it is profitable. Fine, I'm not saying that you should not go for money. There's nothing bad in going for money. Like this world, everybody wants to make money, right? So, like, who am I to judge you if you are trying to run a startup because you want to make money? I'm nobody to judge you now. I am also looking for money. You are looking for money. Your parents, your friends, your families, and everybody around, even your boss, your staff, your co-colleague at the place of work. Everybody is looking for money. Though the way we look for money might be different. Some people want it big. Some people don't want something like just something between them and their wife that they can just squeeze and manage that kind of stuff like that. Well, that aside, but the tail end of a capitalist venture, of a business, is to make money. Whether you say you are a capitalist, you call yourself a socialist or a communist, my brother, everybody is looking for money. You get my point? Even if you say I want to change the world, you are looking for money. Because we need money now. You apply for grants, you apply for loan. So I don't know. Everybody needs money, right? So back to my talk about business plan. Even if you are working on getting a loan, my sister, you understand now. Nigerian banks, even aside from Nigerian banks, no one now. Come on, you need a collateral, right? I don't know this space issue. Let me delete more space from my phone and continue this video, right? Come on, holy shit. Please give me issue. Maybe he does not want me to record, but I don't know because I don't know how to edit video very well. So I'll just do this stuff. I'll find a way to join them together and upload it. I don't edit videos like all these and I'll point out like this and something will show up. I don't know how to edit. That's not my field. I do digital marketing and business development. I don't know. Maybe later I will learn how to do video. Like I shoot videos, but I don't know how to edit. So you get my point. I believe you get my point. Now back to the business point kind of talk. Now, everybody wants to make money, right? Now, when you've been able to say like this is the specific problem I want to tackle, right? Then you start working on like, hey, what will be the solution that I'm going to? Now, if you want to tackle a problem, you should have a solution. You not just come online or come to YouTube and start talking about government is not doing this, business owners are not doing this, kind of stuff like that. There is a problem to be tackled. What solution are you providing? But before you start talking about the solution you want to provide, look at the markets. Are there other people who are already tackling that problem or who have tackled the problem before? If the answer is yes, we can say you are a scale up. I know you've not had that before. We call you a scale up. What you're going to do now is, since there is someone else already kind of working on building a solution or has built a solution for that kind of stuff before, and your own is just like you want to create something better. You want to improve on the existing solution. We will call you a scale-up business. Scale up. SCALEUP. I don't even know how to edit now. I will just like this and everything will show the spelling, right? But don't worry. I believe I'm giving you value, right? So we call those type of businesses scale up. But a startup is someone who is like innovating or inventing kind of stuff. Let's say Elon Musk. I don't know if I pronounce that correctly. Well, that's up to you. But I believe you know what I'm talking about. But if I still know how to edit, I'll just show you his face. But that was by the way. So we call startups that people that are innovating or coming up with something new. Why scale up are already like improving on existing solution. So those are the things that I really need to know about business plan and business proposals and about startup and entrepreneurship itself. So that's on our side. Then we talk about numbers. Numbers are very important when it comes to, I don't know why is this storage stuff giving me problem. So when we talk about numbers, your numbers are very important. And numbers, it is not about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we talk about numbers, we mean how big is the industry that you want to play into. Like if you are playing at an industry that's about a market potential of about 27 million 27 million target audiences, right? You cannot compare how much you will make in a year compared to someone whose market has about 350 million target audience, or someone whose market target is reaching a wider audience. The person will make more money than you. So instead of entrepreneurship, the market you are playing at also matters. When you see that investors are not giving you funding, investors also wants to make money now, so they will make sure that your market is wide. So if you are targeting a market that is wide, then the probability of you getting money is higher than someone who is targeting a lower market. You cannot be targeting your community. You get my point? Like if you are targeting only your state, STAET, only your state, that's what you want to target. And someone else is proposing that same idea. Like, have you ever been to a business accelerator whereby 2 people or 3 people are pitching the same stuff, but they might just be using different English? But you the audiences, the investors, even you that are pitching, you guys know that you are pitching the same thing. Now this is more like survival of the fittest, survival of the strongest. They really want to know who should we give this money to. Now someone is targeting his own state. He said, I want to start more, I want to target my own state. And someone else wants to target the whole nation. And he is telling you that he has the developmental plan, he has the logistic plan on how he will be able to convey this idea, how he will be able to execute this idea, and he will be able to reach the whole target market that he's talking about, right? So my phone won't shake, but no, don't shake. I will finish this video by fire by force. So you can compare that. And when we talk about Nigeria itself as a population of 211 million, according to the report that was released in July. Yeah, it was in July, right? Yeah. By oh god, I've forgotten the statistics. I'll take one of the Pitchdeck I've developed for some of these startups. I have one of the figures here. So Nigeria has 211 million by January. To the estimate that was done July 2021, right? Now, imagine someone that's targeting 46% of Nigeria, and you are targeting your whole state. The distance is wide, right? So if I'm selling my product for 5,000 naira times, let's just say 45% of 211 million. I'm not a mathematician. So, but when I'm drafting your business plan, I will do mathematics. I do economics, so I will do the figures. But I don't know, like, tell me 45% of this. No, I'm not good at that aspect. So everybody has where they are good at. So let's assume that 45% of the. So I've really tried my best in clearing the spaces now. I have 60 minutes, so I'm going to try my best to round it up. Yeah, fine. So I was talking about the numbers, right? So you cannot expect me now, like I have. Let's assume I'm an investor, or you put yourself in the position of an investor. That is the best thing you should always. As a business owner, you always need to put yourself. Not in. There are situations, there are periods where you do not need to put yourself in the shoe of a business owner. Like, forget about all this corporate kind of stuff. I want to be formal, I want to be corporate. Not bad. There are situations you need to step out of the corporate shoe. You need to step out of the formal official stuff. You need to step out. Put yourself in the shoe of the third party. What am I talking about? What do I mean when I say the third party? Put yourself in the shoe of a customer. Now, if you are a customer and you are looking at this company, which means the one you founded or the one you are trying to build, will you patronize them? Like, will you buy from them? Will you patronize them? Let's be reasonable now. Think about it. Be logical. Look at the business, break it down. What are the things that you know that, yeah, when an outsider sees them, like, these people are too dirty. Like, take for instance, I don't buy food outside. It's been 3 years now since I bought food, and the last time I ate was when I was in Onitsha. I ate food, yeah, and I really enjoyed it. But since then, for the past 3 years now, I've not bought food outside. When I'm hungry, I'd rather buy bread, snacks, yogurt. I mean, Nutri yogurt, or I go home and cook. So put yourself in the shoe of a customer. If you're a customer, will you patronize that product? If you're a client, will you patronize that service provider? So also put yourself in the shoe of that investor. You are an investor. You want to invest 30 million naira. and someone is saying that his product is 5,000 naira, and he has a target of 211 million people, but he wants to capture 46%, and let's say the 46% is about more than 50 million people. So this person is not telling that 50,000 naira product times 150 million people will give you something like 30 billion naira. And you are coming, you are saying your state. You want to target your state, but you want to start from your local government. In the first year, you want to start from your local government. So let's assume that in the first year, you have, let's say 30,000 sales. That's 55,000 naira. The investor will look at it like this. Now, here is what comes to play. Now, when we say the numbers are important, it does not mean you have to over-exaggerate these stuff. It does not mean that you have to, because there are other things that are being considered. Oh, this place is not good. There are other things that are being considered. Sorry, I'm not being professional with my video. There are other things that are being considered. An investor will, if you say your product can produce billions of naira in a year, right? Now they'll check you yourself as a person. Do you have the capacity? Like capacity. Do you have the capacity? Now when they talk about the capacity, they look at your experience. They look at some of the things you've done in the past. What are the things you've built in the past? Do you have results? Have you worked for clients in the past and they're like, yeah, this guy is a good guy. This guy helped me to build my sales for them, and I went from making 30,000 naira for my product to making 3 million naira in a month for my product. Or this guy was one that ran Facebook ad for me, and he was able to help me skyrocket my business growth from making 500,000 naira a month, and now I am making 5.4 million naira a month. So do you have these results? So these are the things you will need to back up yourself in your pitch deck. And remember, I said 3 people pitching the same thing, but they will use a different language. Everybody want to be like, I want to come first and get this stuff. Now, other things investors will check is other things you can use to entice your investors, to persuade them like, yeah, to invest with me is probably it's a risky business. You can tell them like, yeah, you can tell them the risk rate. If it's not a risky business, they can go for it. If it's a risky business, you can tell them, yeah, and guess what? I have insurance. Imagine you say you have insurance, 3 people are pitching the same product in a larger competition, in a larger accelerator. 3 people are pitching the same audience, the same product rather, and they said, why should we invest with you since 2 other people are doing the same thing? You can think, okay, well, the reason why you should invest with me is that I have a market of 211 million people, and I'm looking forward to target just 46 or 45% of the market, which is equivalent to 150 million people. You get my point? I'm selling my product for 50,000 now, but my people here, their market, their target is 1 million people, right? Okay, fine. Let's look at it this way. The profit margin is 75%, and from the waste that we are generating, let's assume it's an agricultural product. From the waste that we are generating, you get my point? From the waste that we are generating, we are not throwing them away. We are also selling them to cattle rearers, livestock farmers, and we are making more profits from them, which gives us in estimate a profit of 120%. And other people are saying their profit is 68%, but their waste, they throw their waste away. You take your waste, you recycle it, and probably turn it to a different product, probably to a livestock feed, something like they can use to fish catfish, and you sell it to farmers. So you sell it to livestock agricultural practitioners. Can you get the point now? Others are pitching 68%. You are pitching 1%. So always look at your product. We talk about numbers. Numbers has a lot of places that it comes in play. You get my point? So now when we talk about your revenue model, probably you have a subscription model, you have a pay as you go model, you have a pay instant model, like something like they pay for a product instantly, and you also have a subscription model, and the other person is only pitching one model. Fine. I'm not saying you should do all this stuff. Just do something that you know that you are specific, you are sure of. Now, yes, I'm interested, but there's a difference between I have an idea and I have a product that I'm already selling. If your stuff is still an idea, investors might bullshit you. But if someone comes up and says, yeah, I'm already in this market, I'm already selling, I have customers, I have reviews, people that have bought from me, and they didn't just buy from me, they are now my repeat customers. They bought from me before, they are buying again, they bought again, and some of them have bought from me 10 times, some of them have bought from me 20 times, some of them have referred their friends and families to me. Come on, which investor will hear that? And they will feel like, yeah, this guy, it seems that you are doing well. And then you have insurance. You get my point? You have insurance, your risk management, you have a risk management policy, and you have a structure for risks. Get my point? Aside from profit, talk about risk. When others are not talking about risk, talk about the risk involved. Talk about how you are mitigating. When I don't want to use big English because of the audience that might be watching. When I say mitigate, it means reduce. You have drafted a way and you're already implementing that way on reducing fire disasters, flood disasters as a farmer. So come on. So those are numbers. Now talk about traction. Traction is also a part of numbers. How many customers have you generated? How many of them have bought from you more than once, more than twice? How many of them have referred customers to you? That's traction. Revenue model. How will you make money from it? How many ways you want to make money? Revenue streams now. How many ways? I'm running an edtech now, right? I can make money by selling an ebook. I can make money by selling a video training. I can make money by converting a voice note. Probably I have a consultancy session, or I just send something to some of my students, or when I'm in my free time, I can record a voice note, turn it to an audio book with my phone, and I still sell. Sorry, I'm not professional about my stuff, and I still sell. That's another revenue stream. You get my point? So, video training, ebook. I can also upload the ebook to Amazon. You get my point? To different markets, digital marketplaces. You can have a master class, a workshop. You can also create something like a subscription method. So your revenue models, number of revenue models that you have, and you must have a reason why you are choosing that specific model. You must have a reason why you are choosing that specific model. Revenue streams are important. I hope I'm very clear. Your revenue streams are important. Now, when we talk about numbers again, what other things? I've talked about distraction. Now, how strong are you the other time? Now, I was talking about they will also assess you. Now, when I say they will assess you, you're not just the only one they will assess. When they talk about assessment, your team members, they will check on each and every one of them. Are they delivering results? Are they sluggish, or do they deliver results? They will check them on LinkedIn. Make sure all your team members have a profile on LinkedIn. Even if they are not active there, let them have a profile on it. Let them update it from time to time. They will check their LinkedIn profile. They will check their social media, Twitter, Facebook. They will check some of their handles. They will feel like, what is this person? Oh wow, this person is doing deliberately fine. And like, yeah, these guys are serious. Let us fund them. You get the point, and you get the funding. So, let me tell you about my class. I have a class. Yeah, I have a class. I don't know. I'm not going to mention price. Let me mention price because currently, as at the time I'm recording this video, the price is at $10, which is around dollar is $5.55 black market rates, and let's say on average naira, the class is 5,000 naira, maybe $10.75. But trust me, my prices are not static. My prices don't come down. My prices always go high. When I started drafting a business plan for business owners, tailors, I've drafted a business plan for a tailor before. So it must not necessarily be you are doing something that's IT related. It might be selling food. It might be a mechanic, like that's an automobile engineer, a roadside automobile engineer. You know what the importance of a business plan? It helps you to understand your industry, on how you can grow. How much do you have with you? I have 150,000 naira. Okay, draft a business plan. I have 20,000 naira. Draft a business plan. Because with that business plan, you'll be able to know that this is how much I have. Your financial projection, you'll be able to project on how you want to grow. Inside your business plan, you talk about marketing, how you want to your go-to market strategy. So in this class, I'm going to teach you how to do market research. And when I talk about market research, I'm also going to teach you another market research. I'm going to teach you on how to spy on your audience, and how to check on your audience, and how to spy on your competitors, how to spy on the big guys that are already in the market. Like the big guys are already in the market. What are the things they are doing? What are the things that they are not doing that you know you can do and you can use to penetrate the market? So how to spy on the big guys? I will teach you different ways you can do it. There are different platforms you can use, different methodologies you can use to do market. So there is no single way to do market research. How to generate business ideas and how to validate your business idea. Now, another thing important is this: that if an investor is telling you, "I want to give you 50 million naira," hey, my sister, I know you'll be happy, right? But they are telling you they want 60%. Hold on, I'm coming. So they are telling you they want 60%, or they are saying you cannot give them 60%. They are telling you they want 10%. They are saying how will you estimate your startup? How do you know the value of your startup? I'll show you how to do the TAM, SAM, and SOM evaluation process. TAM, SAM, SOM. TAM means total addressable market. It's also talking about numbers now. Total addressable market. SAM sizable addressable market, sub and size obtainable market. Yeah, economics. I know if you run away from economics class, you will actually find this one interesting. If you run away from economics class, you will find this one interesting. With that, you'll be able to evaluate that. So my business idea is actually worth $3 million. So my business idea is actually worth 500,000 naira. So my business at the moment is actually worth this $750 million or how much? Well, any amount you feel like. So let's assume your business is worth $1 million. How much will you give an investor that is giving 30 million naira? How will you calculate it? Aside from 30 million naira, are they also contributing in other area? Like, are they providing you an advisory board? Are they helping you with contacts? Are they helping with connection? Let's assume you are writing a proposal now. Will they help you to like make a call and say, "Hello, Mr. Nnaemeka, someone is coming to your office from Chibuzo Steel investment company. So the guy is my board. Sign him up." So if your investor is someone that will also make call for you, like, hey, they will connect you with people. They will connect you with partners. They will connect you with high-ticket clients that can buy from you in bulk, even when you don't have the product available. They will pay you in cash and then you just deliver the product. Then that investor will be different. The opportunity you will be giving them will be different from an investor that is just giving you money. Just give you money, and all you just know is after 5 years, return my money. After 2 years, return. So the time span. Someone is giving you 30 million naira. They are going to get their money back in 5 years. It's different from someone expected to get their money back in 10 years. You get my point? This memory is about to fill again. So let me round it up. So I will teach you how to draft your market strategy, how to draft business plan, how to draft business proposals. And guess what? Even if you don't have a business at the moment, when you learn how to draft a business plan, on LinkedIn, I saw a Nigerian. He has to plan. Like two plan. He charges service provider, his client. He has a basic plan and a standard plan. The basic plan, he charges $500 to write a business plan. At the current market rate, $500 is 275,000 naira to draft a business plan. Something you can draft with your phone. On Upwork, I see people, they say please. They will tell you please, I only have $3,000. If you can draft a business plan for me, send me your samples. So even if you don't have a business at the moment, you can learn how to draft a business plan and you can start from there. If you're tired, confused, and you don't know what to do at the moment, learn how to draft a business plan. Learn how to draft business proposals. Even if you don't know how to draft a business proposal, you might start sending out proposals to people, and probably you might get funding for your own business as well. You can also draft. When I started drafting business plan, I charged 6,000 naira, then I charged 10,000 naira, then I charged 25,000 naira. That's it. My price don't come down. My price does not come down. I don't do this. I don't know how to do discount. I don't know how to do giveaway. All those giveaway. I don't do it. My price will just go up because I know the value of what I'm offering to the market. I know the value of what you will get from me. So probably you're watching this on YouTube, on Facebook, or your friend send you this video. Find the way to check for Nnaemeka Business College. Search for it on Facebook, and if you're watching this on probably as an advert on Facebook, on YouTube, or whatsoever, you might see a link down at the top, by the side, or in the right of description, or as a caption. Anywhere you found the link, do what?